If you are tired of memorizing random lists of words that never stick, then this video changes everything. You're about to unlock the strategy that fluent English speakers use without even realizing it. Word families. In this video, I'm going to show you what word families actually are with real C1 level examples, the best websites to practice them for free, and how this one strategy will help you speak and read with way more confidence, especially in exams. Oh, and if you stay until the end, there's a free 29-page PDF full of word families that will boost your level instantly. But first, let me show you how. All right, guys, let's dive right in. Alright, let's break this down. A word family is a group of words that comes from the same root. Think of it like a tree. One root word grows into different branches. A noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, even a negative, a plural form. So let me give you an example. Let's have a look at the root word decide. You could use the verb and say she decided to study English. Or we could use the noun decision. She made a decision to study English. How about an adjective or a negative adjective? She is undecided about whether to study in the UK or in the USA. So from just one word, we get 6 or 7 new forms and they're all connected. That means you're not just memorizing a random list of vocabulary, but you're learning in a way that actually helps you use the language flexibly in writing and speaking and also in your Cambridge exam. If you think about it, you're learning vocabulary 7 times more quickly. Now, this is what fluent speakers naturally do. They might not even know they're doing it, but you can train your brain to do the same faster. So let's have a look at this little word family I prepared for you today. Now, what I've done is I've created my word family in the form of a table. You can do this as well. And we're going to start with the verb to color. For example, when I decorated my office, I decided to color the walls to brighten up the room. Aha, but to color is not the only verb that comes from this base word. We also have the verb to discolor, a negative verb. For example, the sun will discolor the fabric over time. Now, if we move on to the noun column, I'm sure you're familiar with the noun color. For example, it is a beautiful color. But coloring is also a noun. For example, she loves coloring as a way to relax. Coloring as an activity, as a noun. But just like discolor was a verb, discoloration is also a noun. For example, there was a strange discoloration on the ceiling. Now, if we move into the adjective box, we can see that there are a bunch of adjectives. Colorful. For example, they chose a colorful design for the mural. The room felt cold and colorless. They painted over the colored wallpaper, or maybe your white t-shirt becomes discolored over time, and they hung up a multicolored banner for the party. So again, from just one base word, we have a whole bunch of adjectives, and you might have been familiar with 1 or 2, but there are always more words on the tree that we can learn at the same time. And last but not least, we have the adverbs. Colorfully and colorlessly. For example, my friend always dresses colorfully, or he told the story colorlessly with no emotion. Let's move on to the second row. We have a verb to crowd. For example, people began to crowd at the entrance of the building. And then we've got the nouns, a crowd. Maybe you're familiar with a crowd, but not with overcrowding. For example, a large crowd gathered outside of the theater. And overcrowding in the city is starting to become a big problem. And then we have the adjective crowded. For example, the room started to feel crowded and uncomfortable. Or the bus was so overcrowded that people had to stand. In this case, there is no adverb for this base word. You're not always going to fill in every single column here. And then moving on to the verb emphasize, in British English with an S, American English with a Z. I might say, for example, teachers often emphasize the importance of a good study plan, or there is a strong emphasis on speaking in my classes. She gave an emphatic response to the question And last but not least, he stated his opinion emphatically. So how can you create your own word families? Well, let's just say you learned a new word in English. You might go to ChatGPT, for example, and ask it for help with a word family. So let's do this together. I might say, give me all forms of the base word happy, including all nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Act as an English teacher. So let's start with this. ChatGPT has given us all the adjectives. It's given us both the positive and negative adverbs. The same with the nouns. They've mentioned that there is no standard verb, but they've also given you some vocabulary to show you how to use it in verb form. Now, imagine you're thinking, oh, I'm learning new words, happily, unhappily, but I don't really know how to use them in a sentence. You can ask for examples. For example, give me 2 example sentences for each of the words above. And it's going to do exactly that for you. And now not only can we create a word family, but we can really understand how all of these words are put into use. And if we want to be really cheeky, we might even ask ChatGPT to put it into a table for us so we can just print it off. And now we've got a nice little table that we can print off and stick on our fridge. Now, another great place to find word families is the Oxford Learners Dictionary. At the back, they have a massive list of word families, but I've also linked a huge PDF for free of word families in the caption of this video. All right, guys, we are reaching the end, so let's start wrapping things up. So today, we learned how powerful word families can be. From just one word, you can build a whole family, a whole tree of words. You saw how this can help you learn 7 times more vocabulary all at once. And you even learned how to use ChatGPT to generate custom word families, which is perfect for studying smarter and not harder. Now, if you want extra help practicing very specific words, especially for the use of English exam, this website here called English Revealed, which has an advanced vocabulary section, is fantastic because here at the bottom, they've got words frequently seen in the exam. You can click on a word. For example, today we had a look at the word color, and they've got lots of questions that test you on different forms of the verb, that practice different forms of the word. So all of these 6 sentences here are testing you to see if you know all forms of the word color. So just a little extra resource for you. And if you don't know the answer, then they are all here as well. Now, learning word families is a kind of strategy that really makes a difference between knowing the basics and actually sounding fluent, confident, and exam ready. Now, don't forget, guys, there is a free 29-page word family PDF waiting for you in the description below. So print it out, highlight it, study it, live with it, read it when you're on the loo, because it's really going to help level up your vocabulary, especially for your C1 Advanced exam. And if you're really serious about passing your C1 Advanced exam, then check the description for some more resources. I've got grammar guides, speaking tips, writing checklists, and they're all designed to help you succeed in your exam. And if you want to, let me know what you want me to teach you in the next video. All right, guys, that's it. See you next time.